just up above the weir here at St. John Street, and there's St. John, and we're just in the middle of the channel. I'm just in the middle of the channel, and again, I'm out here at the right time, at the right place, and some incredible spawning and migration taking place here. I got a chance to see that one fish just trying to make it up this weir. He jumped up, but boy, was he trapped there for a second. Trying to jump up the weir here. You can see him, he's trapped. You can see him, he's trapped. He can't get up. Fish, he just probably came in the other night trying to attempt to make the weir here. This fish and the location was called into the Department of Fish and Wildlife CalTIP hotline in the attempts to rescue this fish and move this fish out of the area so it would not be taken by the homeless that were living within the downtown areas. Mortally wounded Chinook salmon that attempted to migrate up the gauge station upstream of St. John Street. Turning the fish over, and you could see the large gash on its belly as this fish was gasping for air. My attempts to revive the fish, as you see, I placed stones on each side of the fish, put the fish so it would be upright in the right position, and I wrapped the fish with a blanket or a rag that was in the river and called the Department of Fish and Wildlife to hopefully get a chance to relocate this fish to a place where it could be saved. Unfortunately, the warden, Mark Imstall, that was dispatched, advised me that we could not touch or move the fish out of the location. Coming back at a later time, I discovered the fish had been taken. It was really a heartbreak to have this happen. Okay, the temp is about 55 degrees, and I'm right here, just downstream. Luckily, there was hundreds more fish all the way downstream from St. John Street, starting to spawn, and many more coming in as late as January. The runs were extremely large. In 1998 and 1999, several hundred fish came in both years. To enlighten people that are not familiar with this location, it is downtown San Jose, adjacent to the SAP Pavilion, where the Sharks hockey team plays at the arena. Throughout many years, the fish have been observed upstream of that gauge, spawning within the area. As you're observing now, this is the spawning activity and actual location where fish have been seen spawning and creating their nests throughout many years. Downstream of the bridge, this is St. John Street. Several reds and several fish in this immediate area. I'm going to try and video this female here in a little. Dug a huge red. I'm going to try to get a better angle of these fish spawning. Oh man. Here we go, some beautiful size salmon here, about 32, 34 inches long. Very large fish spawning right here at St. John Street. Just in between St. John Street and Julian Bridge. Again, we know that these fish are continuously reproducing here at downtown area of the Guadalupe River. Observing the Chinook spawning as far back as 1992, reports from homeowners like Sandy Christensen, who owns a home adjacent to St. John Street, his information about all the spawning activity through the 1970s all the way through the 90s. Understanding that we've lost all these spawning beds for Chinook salmon and that could be utilized also for steelhead rainbow trout. Here she comes again. Large female. She's looking for somewhere to put her eggs. No doubt about that. She's huge. Here, I'm just north of St. John Street. Here we have several fish. This is that other red I was looking at. There you go. That male is chasing her away from the other nest. She's coming downstream. Ahí viene. Looking at the other nest we were looking at. Very nice red, pretty large, excellent gravels. One fish, but I think there's at least 2 or 3 fish that dug this one. Damn tree. Give her about 3 more days, maybe 4 days. Actually, she looks like she's not ready to go. Okay, I'm on the New Julian Bridge. And here's 2 fish pretty much chasing one's chasing the other one away from her nest, and the red that's been dug up here, you can see the nest of the red and another fish. Here we are, we're looking at I'd say about 24-inch fish just below just upstream of Julian. We have about a 30-inch female that's dug a red here. Pretty nice gravels. She's managed to find some pretty adequate gravels just above the bridge. Here we go, I got a good shot of her now. And again, she's about a 30-inch fish. And there's a little male just downstream of that one. And the main run should be pretty much coming in right now. We had a very high tide, and I've seen some very large fish earlier that are not ready to spawn out yet. Like I said, we got several fish spawning in this area. Just upstream in the middle of St. John Street and Julian. There's about a total of 3 reds that have been dug in this gravel area here that you see. Some fine gravels have been found for the fish. They're just covered a little bit with sediment, but other than that, the fish clear them out and make them look very feasible areas to reproduce, hopefully. Here we got the fish actually chasing each other, one protecting the other's space. Oh, this is the old Julian Bridge, just beyond, just in front of the Nuka instructions. I just wanted to show male here. Male that spawned out. Here again is that male. Pretty right. Let's get a close up of this. I'm just on the other side of the bridge. Just want to show this nicely dug red. And just below the bridge area, along with that red, we have a spawned out female. 8-inch fish actually, and spawned out. Just before the St. Julian Bridge, the old St. Julian Bridge. Okay, here we have that female. She's pretty much been ripped open by animals, and a few eggs were left inside her where they've been scattered throughout the area downstream of the Julian Bridge that have spawned out in this huge red that's apparent, and several other reds that have been dug in this area. See, she's pretty much done. She's pretty beat up. And the male is just on the other side of her. Here we go. Perfect shot of her. This is pretty much deteriorated to the point she almost looks like a dead fish swimming. Sad, but kind of a thing that has to be done for these fish to create again. This one's just jumped out of the water twice, either to chase off another one or she's pretty much probably on her last leg here. You can see the excellent gravels that are in this area. The fish sure know how to dig a nest, clean those gravels off, and then move the sediment as far away as they can from the nest. Just upstream there is another red there, and I see a huge fin popping up now and then that I will be videoing here in a little bit. Here you can see this female just laying near her red, near closer to the bank than anything. But several fish, say about a dozen fish, have spawned in this one hugely dug red. So extends all the way to both sides of the bank. Like I said, probably a dozen to 20 fish have spawned in this red, overlaying falls area that I'm at. Again, we're looking at this fish, a 32-inch fish to about a 35-inch fish, somewhere around there. It's a tag fish. Again, real crystal clear shot of a big Chinook female. Or, yeah, female by the way markings on its tail.
Having a storm come in mid-January and watching another group of fish come in.
Okay, we are looking at some huge fish that have just moved in. We expect the run to last way until January, possibility of February. A real fresh fish just came in, and today we're looking at mid-January. Today's the 15th. And again, these are very large fish. It's a huge male. You can see her going. She was digging a red right behind here underneath 880. And several fish holding underneath this deep area. Several large fish I've been seeing within the last week or two. And they're going into spawn now. So I'm going to see if I can't see any carcasses here. Okay, here's that female. Moving around her nest. I scared her earlier. She's moved back already. Just below this bridge on the Los Gatos. And you can see the bridge, of course. We have 3 fish holding. But no less, this area has been used by salmon for the last 3 years. Again, we have fish spawning in this area. I've seen 3 fish. Right, and you can see this one right here. They're salmon. A little on the jack side, actually. But nevertheless, there is 3 fish spawning here.
All 3 of them are right in the middle.
Oh wow, too bad they're not sparring.
I'm
going to try and get a clearer shot of these fish that they've apparently dug over here. There you go. Apparently looks like this fish is about finishing up her digging and her spawning. Again, you are seeing spawning occurring here. So the other male, well, the male's chasing off this other female or another male upstream, keeping them away from their nest here. So hopefully get shots of those 2 fighting here in a little bit. Trying to get some footage of this with this bad lighting condition facing in back of me. This is the best conditions I could get. There is a fish holding on the bank here. You could barely see its tail sticking out of the bank. Nevertheless, that is a salmon that's holding on the bank just upstream from the other nest that the other fish is finishing up. Pretty much spawned out almost. She's probably on her last leg here. Again, there's like 3 other fish in this pond, and they're basically sparring in this pool. I'm gonna see if I can identify another fish upstream. Apparently I'm in a real nice area for these fish to hold. There's about 5 or 6 fish, possibly even more. I can't tell because of these big boulders. There might be some fish hiding underneath the boulders, but the fish are just right over here, just below Prune Ridge. Not this building, but the one further on the right of me is Prune Ridge. And there's the other one that's just upstream from it, about maybe 10 to 15 feet. Or north of Prune Ridge on, it's called River Bridge, I think it is. River Street. Here we go, we got some activity going on here. We got 2 fish chasing each other away from the existing nests. Let's see, one of them's been tagged. Female in a nest. There's about 6 fish that I've seen in this area again. But I can't get them all at the same time, of course. These 2, one just don't like the other one. They apparently don't like them in this area. That's what they get, very aggressive. Once they start to spawn, protect that nest as long as they're alive. So again, we have the female just upstream of the bridge, 880. You can barely see the bridge. There's a huge male in here somewhere. There he is, he's huge. That's 36-inch male to about a 38-inch male. Again, I'm at 880. Beautiful. When we look upstream, look like there are more fish upstream. Here we have a fairly large, fairly good-sized red. Probably been dug by a smaller fish. It's about 4 feet in round. And again, I'm at 880. And I have a large fish just upstream of me. Here we have a previous red that was dug 2 weeks ago, along with the carcass further downstream. In '96, we had like a good 120 that went up here because they were fixing the dam. You know, jack, about 19, 20 inches.
Right down to it. I see him. Real close to the surface now.
Oh, nice shot.